back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Juana. Today I'm going to be working with embroidery, and I'm going to be embroidering a t-shirt or a shirt. And it's a Father's Day shirt, but it actually, you can wear it all year round. And yeah, it's going to be a t-shirt. It's going to be extra large size t-shirt. And I'm going to be using my single needle embroidery machine, the Inno-vis NQ 1700E. It's a Brother embroidery machine, single needle. And I'm going to be using, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using for this project. It's a last minute order, and I did the design. I think it came out amazing. And yes, guys, so I can't wait to start. So let's go at it. I am using a Brilliance Essentials, and I wanted to show you real quick the font that I used to do this project because you're going to have a better view of the quality of the stitching. I'm going to increase the view so that you can see how intricate the stitching is. I wanted to show you because I know that when I'm at the classroom, you won't be able to see this stitching with great detail. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do the simulation, and you can see up close how this stitching goes, okay? So let's go here, and I'm gonna go through it. So first it's gonna embroider all the satin stitching, and then it's gonna do the fill-in part of the design, and then it's gonna do that for all the letters on the design. Okay, I created this using a font that I got a while ago, and this is going to be regular satin stitching. So that font that I use is called Chain Stitch Sport, and I use the 4-inch size of it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you so that you have an idea when I am at the craft table, how is that stitch quality is gonna look. And I'm in love with this font. I've used it several times before. Okay, guys, so this is everything for now. I'm gonna go and meet you at the craft table. See you in a little bit. So guys, we are here at the table. So these are the things that I'm gonna be utilizing for this project. Of course, the Brother embroidery machine, like I mentioned before. This is the NQ 1700E, the Inno-vis 6x10. That's the largest area that is gonna embroider. I have the shirt. This is a t-shirt. It's canvas. It's a size large. This is the design that I'm gonna be working, like I showed you before. The colors and the font is kind of intricate right here. So even though it looks like it's only 3 big letters, this stitch right here is gonna take some time to embroider. So I've done projects with these fonts before, even longer, and I know it takes a little bit long because of the intricate embroidery, right? But it's only 2 colors. It's very easy for the machine because I only had to have 2 color changes for the thread. So that's great. So I'm going to be using this thread. It's a broad thread. It's a navy blue color 007. It's a big spool that they sell. I got this from Amazon about 2 years ago. They were holding this big sale, and I got a lot of them. I think it's almost like 20 something spools or more of this size for a very very cheap price at that time. I don't think they have it at that price anymore. And this is the other one that I'm going to be using, is the liquid gold from Madeira. And the number, let me put my eyeglasses because my reading glasses, I cannot see the number. I'm telling you the number, so in case you want to use these colors. This is Madeira number 1725. And I use a lot of these colors on a lot of my projects. So this is about my 3rd big spool that I have used of this color since I started embroidering. This is the Brilliance order of the colors that is going to be used on this project. Is, like I said, 2 colors. Originally I had this in white, but I switched back to only blue and gold. Yeah, and then this is a cutaway stabilizer. We're gonna be using cutaway stabilizer. All right, I already pre-cut it, and I believe, I don't remember the brand of this one, but I have all this listed below at the description box if you want to see all my Amazon list of the things that I use. You can go there. I always list all the items that I use. And this one, like I mentioned before, is the magnetic hoop from Dime. And I have used this before on the smaller size, the 5x7, when I had my SC1900. And by the way, guys, I forgot to mention that I have sold the SC1900 to a crafter. She also have her YouTube channel. And yeah, so I announced about a month ago that I was selling my SC1900 because I no longer needed it. I have my Brother NQ 1700 E, and now I have my Pullen EOC06. So I decided to get rid of my first embroidery machine. It was in perfect condition. She came here, we embroidered together, and yeah, so I cannot think of any other person to inherit my machine. Okay, so yeah, for now this is what I need. And if you notice, I did mark the center of the shirt by ironing in the, I folded the shirt and I ironed the middle so that I have an idea where the middle of the shirt is, and I place a dot in here just to mark the height of where I want the design to start. Okay, so this is what I did. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw that because I was lifting the shirt. Yeah, this way. I'm just recording and I'm not looking at the camera, make sure that everything is good. Yeah, so this is what I did. I folded the shirt in half, then I ironed it, and then I put the dot in the height that I want the design to start. I'm repeating that in case you didn't catch the first time. Okay, so I think this is everything for now. Now I'm gonna move the position. I'm gonna bring the embroidery machine closer to me, and we're gonna start this project, guys. I'm gonna start embroidering with the first color, which is the liquid gold. I'm using my thread stand because this is a big spool. And then, yeah, for those who are new, I have a lot of other videos that I show exactly the steps on how to thread this machine. Okay, this is done. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna turn on the machine. I don't think you guys can see the screen. Let me make sure. I'm gonna have to switch the camera. Yeah, you guys. So I switched the camera from position and it's kind of like too tall, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna work with the tripod to make it shorter so you can have a better view. All right. I think that's good right there. I'm gonna place my USB here to get to my design. Okay. So we're gonna be looking for the design to get the machine ready with everything and make sure that everything is good. So I'm gonna click this icon right here. I'm gonna click this other icon in here. Hopefully you guys have a good view. Let me get you closer. Okay. And it's taking its time. Then I'm gonna go look for my design. Lower the camera here. Yeah. I'm just moving the arrows back and forth. Right here. Okay, I'm gonna go set. Okay guys, so let's hoop this shirt. So this is the first time that I'm using this hoop. It's a new hoop for this machine. So it's my first time using this bigger size. I used, like I mentioned before, the smaller one with my SC1900 that went with the new owner of the machine. I hope she enjoys it. Yeah, so it makes it easier for me to hoop it with this hoop. Of course, I also use the original hoop that came with the machine, and I have no issue with that. I have no issues with hooping with those hoops, but this will make it easier for me to hoop. Okay. I'm going to embroider using this position using this part on the left side, because that way the bigger part of the shirt is going to be away from the machine, and this part is going to be around the neck of the machine, and it's less fabric that way. Okay, so that's the way I'm going to hoop it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert this under the shirt. You can also use the floating method, which is you float the shirt on top of the stabilizer. I don't know, I like using the regular method. I have videos also that show how to use the floating method. I'm going to use a little bit of the temporary adhesive spray so that this would adhere to the hoop, or you can also use that spray and stick this to the shirt. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do, because to me it makes more sense doing it that way. So I'm going to go ahead, turn the shirt inside out. The other way, if you decide to do it the other way, you spray the temporary adhesive spray around the frame, and then you stick this to the frame. But I'm going to do it this way. And this is a little bit too long of a piece, so I'm going to trim a little bit, because I don't want too much left over on the sides. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this. Okay. And yeah, so then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to spray it. You don't have to put a lot of it, just so you stick onto the shirt. That's all. And then you're going to place it. I have the dot. I want to make sure that the dot is in place. The sticker that I placed on the shirt for positioning. Okay, once you do that, make sure that it's nice and spot in there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it inside out, or right side out. Okay. This is perfect. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce this, which we decided we're going to do it this facing down, inside the shirt, making sure that the stabilizer is on top of the frame. Okay, this has to be on top of the frame. Okay, and then you're going to position the frame, even though you cannot see, but you can feel with your fingers. And of course, this is very crooked. I can feel it. You're going to push it up, making sure that everything is nice and straight. And in the center of the hoop. Okay. You can see side by side is nice and centered. The height is good because I have the dot down here, so I have plenty of space in here. Okay. And just position it. This looks good. And then what I do sometimes is that I straighten the shirt on the back, and I use this line here on the mat to make sure that it's nice and flush and straight. And right now it looks straight to me. I don't know if you see this line in here. I use it and I flush it. I hope yeah, you have a good view in there. Okay, that makes me secure that the frame is straight. Okay. Then this is the design. I'm gonna trim it. This design is exactly 6 by 10. 10 width and 6 in height exactly. I try to take advantage of the size of the hoop. Okay. So I'm gonna place this in here. Okay. I always use my printouts. It helps a lot, people. You see how this is notching here is the center. This is the center. I'm gonna match the dots. This is 4 fingers down. I can go a little bit higher. 4 fingers down. This is good. This is good. This is good in here. So now this is in place. So I'm gonna do something that I learned from this YouTuber, the way she placed the thing. She placed it like, she placed this in here. I'm sorry, yeah. She placed this in here, like a little bit lower. Let me see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I've never done it before. That is so that you don't snap your fingers when you put it. But you know what? I don't see how she does that. She placed it this way, so it's the opposite way. She placed it this way, like halfway, so that when she pull it, she doesn't snap her fingers, or that is straight. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see. I just learned this trick. So then you're gonna place your hoop. You have this 0 on the tape, and by the way, this hoop doesn't come with this tape already placed in. It comes in a roll, and you have to cut it and you have to place it, and it tells you the center of each of the sides. This is a 0, 0, and 0. You see, so you have your centers right here. So yeah, so I'm gonna place it here against the hoop, against this metal part in here behind, and you're gonna place it, and then you're gonna let it go. Okay, and then what she did was that she pulled this away, and it's not in place, and your fingers are not damaged or anything, or pinched. And I like it. It worked. You know, it worked. It's pretty good. I'm just gonna make sure that the frame is good. Okay. The shirt is pretty centered. It's a little bit off. So what I'm doing is that I'm pulling the fabric a little bit to the right, because I think it shifted a little bit. So my center is here, this center is here. So I have to trust this center more than this center. So I'm just gonna pull the frame to the right to make it meet the center. This was a little bit off, that's why. But anyway, I have my center. All right. Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect, and this is perfect. This goes in here. Okay. So now that I have my center, I don't need the tiny dot, but I need this because I'm gonna tell the machine to make this center right here to correspond with the frame. Okay, so I don't need this anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna take this down, and then we're gonna go to the embroidery machine and start with the project, all right? If I can find the tape. I have no idea where they are. People, when you move and then you have a new craft room, it takes time for you to get used to where you place stuff. Eventually, I will get it, but yeah, I'm not there yet. Yeah, I'm not there yet. You don't have to use your printout to do this. This is just me. And other people also do this because, I mean, I'm a very visual person and I need to see how things are looking. And it allows me to make sure that the design is exactly what I wanted, you know, based on the frame that I'm using. And yeah, move it more to the center right here. You see, it matches. This is the most important thing right here, the center of the design. And that's what I'm going to start embroidering. Okay. You have to remove the part of the shirt. You have to move it outside and over so it doesn't get stuck in the machine. So all you're going to do is clear the back of the hook right here. Clear it. And then you're going to roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, right? You're going to roll it. And I use these thread spool holders or huggers, and I use it to help me keep it outside. The frame, you can also use tape and tape everything. Sometimes tape is even more permanent. I like the tape because, you know, it makes it even easier to do. You want it away from the center of the hook where you're going to embroider. If you're going to use tape, what you do is you use a piece of tape and do the same thing. You just roll it. Place the tape and keep it here. And that way the shirt is supposed to stay there in place if you do it the right way. Okay? All right. Okay. I cut this piece a little bit too short, but you get the idea, right? Okay. And then you bring your machine to embroider. Okay. Now I see you at the embroidery machine. Okay, so we are going to hook this baby up now that everything is ready to roll. And yeah, you take your time to clear. Okay, so now that it's in position, I'm gonna push it back and kind of secure it, and it's done. Okay, so I have all this cleared. Again, make sure everything is clear from the back. You don't have any fabric stuck on the bottom, okay? So I think you have a pretty good view in there, but I'm gonna lower the camera even more, okay? Yeah, this way you have a very closer look to the screen and everything. I'm going to trace it, and the position is exactly the way I want it, face it that way, so I don't have to change anything when it comes to the positioning. I'm gonna move this to the left a little bit, to the right, right there. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna put it to the top a little bit more. I'm just making sure that I am at the center, okay? Don't need to be so picky, but you know, this is pretty good. I'm not gonna. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do the tracing. Okay, bring this all the way back here. Okay, this is over here. So now I can afford to take off the paper because I don't need the paper anymore. And this is blocking you big time, guys. Yeah, this is a big bunch of fabric. It's not allowing you to see what I am seeing or the whole action. This is a little bit better. I will move the camera on this side over here. And but I want you to see the screen, what I'm doing for those who are new to the Brother embroidery machines. I'm gonna hit OK, then I'm gonna do the embroidery. And it gives me the order, which is only back and forth, gold, blue, gold, blue, gold, blue, so forth, okay? Remove the paper because I don't need it anymore. I'm gonna press start. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move this way. I think that is a much better view for you guys. Let me get closer. Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna do everything that is golden. Okay. Okay guys, so this is gonna take some time, so you know how I do it. I'm gonna play some nice music, and I will see you at the end when the whole process is finished, okay? Okay, so this is the progress. It's taking a while. I'm telling you this. It looks simple, but the stitching is so intricate that it's gonna take a while. We're still embroidering the D. Okay. So yeah. I'm glad that I was able to find the the right combination of the gold with the blue. I initially chose another blue. It's like a royal blue. I don't know, it didn't look good with this tone of baby blue. This is not really a baby blue. That's like I don't know what kind of blue I would call this one because it's a little bit darker than a baby blue, but it's perfect. All right, guys, so now we're gonna do the last letter, the D, and I had to switch the colors, so yeah. Okay, so now the machine right here says finish embroidering, and yeah, okay, I'm finished, and then I'm done. All right. Look at how pretty, guys. I am here at the craft table, and we're going to unhook this, and I'm gonna cut this thread. I don't know, this machine, couple of areas that did not cut the jump stitches, mainly on the D's. I blame that to digitizing, eliminate this. You see there are jump stitches in here. Should not be any jump stitches. You just have them in separate areas. The last time I used the machine, I did not have this issue with the jump stitches. So obviously it's set up for the jump stitches because it did not happen on the A, it happened on the D's. And now on this right here, which I will clean it up later on a little bit better, but it looks good for now. So let's get rid of this tape. Isn't that beautiful? Guys, I'm going to go ahead and clean up this mess that I have around me, and I'll see you in a bit, all right? So I am back, and this is the shirt. It looks amazing. I love the combination of colors. I've never have embroidered on a Bella canvas shirt before. These shirts are thinner than the Gildan. Those are the ones that I usually use for my embroidery projects. And yeah, so the person provided the shirt, and I like it. It's different. It's a softer feel. Even the embroidery part is kind of softer than when I do embroidery on the Gildan. My preference, I like the Gildan feel on embroidery, but I can get used to this one too. Anyway, if you have any question about the whole process, let me know down below on the description box, and I will gladly answer all your questions. I will see you soon with new content. If you're new to the channel and you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to my channel, The Crafty Puerto Rican, and hit that notification bell. That way you will get notification of my future videos. I am trying to bring you different things on this channel. So if you have any suggestions of any kind of project that you would like to do, let me know. If I know how to do it, I will do it. I will gladly do it. Yeah, so that's why you see me changing between embroidery, sublimation. I have not done a rhinestone video in a while because, you know, of the whole moving situation. When I moved to this new property, the selling and the buying of the properties, I've been very busy. And when you work with rhinestones, you have to be very, at least me, when I'm designing, I like to be very zen, very quiet, and it takes time to design each one of these templates. If you like rhinestones and you're interested in buying templates for rhinestoning, I sell them at Etsy, and I have lots of different designs over there that you can purchase the template for rhinestone work, okay? So I'm gonna be bringing rhinestone again pretty soon, because now I'm kind of settling in this new place, and I'm gonna have time to go back to my designing of the templates, okay? Anyway, this is everything for now. I will see you soon. If you like this content, don't forget to click that thumb up. That will help the channel a lot. I will see you guys. Bye. Hasta luego.